Next we are going to discuss the load flow problem, right? What is the question of the load flow and what are the equations that we require. Okay, so we are going to get the power flow equations. So first we will see what is the complex power, what is the expression for complex power. This is given by S bar is equal to V bar into I bar conjugate, right? This is the general expression for complex power. Now what we want the complex power injected into the transmission system at the ith bus. Okay, so that is, consider an n bus system, then the complex power injected into the transmission system at the ith bus. Okay, so this is going to be SI bar. This is equal to PI plus JQI. Okay, and this will be equal to V bar I bar conjugate injected. Okay, so anyways, for voltage injected does not make any sense, it is just the voltage at the bus. But what is the injected current? This is similar to how we define the injected power and reactive power. Okay, so it is going to be what will be the current that is being injected into the transmission system. So if you take a bus, let us say this is the ith bus, and here you have a generator which is giving a current Ig. Okay, so we will write the subscript II, that is the current at the ith bus that is generated. Okay, and the others are transmission lines. Okay, there are various currents here. So let us say this is I11, that is the current from the ith bus to the first bus, bus 1, and similarly the current from the ith bus to the second bus, that we take as I2. Similarly you will have various other currents like that. Okay, and also you will have a load current, that is the current that is demanded by the load, delivered to the load. Okay, and also you can have one more term. What is that? The shunt. There will be some shunt parameter, right? So the current that is flowing into it, that is given as II. Okay, now the injected current, at a bus is given by Ig minus Id, and if you are taking the ith bus, at ith bus, then it is Igi minus Idi. Now we will see what is Igi minus Idi. Simply you can apply the KCL here. Igi is entering, every other current is going away from the bus, or you can consider it like a node. Then what will be Igi minus Idi? Applying KCL, Igi minus Idi is equal to II1 plus II2 plus so on till I will also be present, plus so on till IIN. Now what is II1? This is the current from bus I to bus 1. So you can write in terms of the voltage, this is equal to Vi minus V1, and you can write into admittance. What will be the admittance here? Small yi1. Okay, because we represent the actual admittances with small letters. Similarly, I2 you can write as Vi minus V2 by I2, and so on like that. I11, what can you write as? Vi minus 0, the ground potential, right? So this into Yii. Similarly, so on till Yi minus Yn into Yin. So if you take Vi common here, what you are going to get? Vi into Yi1 plus Yi2 plus so on till Yii will also be present, so on till Yin. Okay, and the rest of the terms, it is going to be, you can write plus V1 into minus Yi1, because minus Yi1 is the element of the admittance matrix, capital Yi1, right? So we are writing like this, Y2 minus Yi2, so until here you are not going to get Vi, right? So until Vn minus Yin. Okay, so you can see that this term is nothing but capital Yii, the ith element of admittance matrix. So overall you can write this as, so this you can write as Yi1 V1 plus Yi2 V2 plus so on till Yii Vi plus so on till Yin Vn. So this we can write as a summation sigma j is equal to 1 to n Yij Vj. Okay, so j is varying from 1 to n. This is the current injected at ith bus. Okay, so this we will take as equation 1. Now we will go back to what we were actually discussing, the complex power, right? Therefore complex power you can write as S bar is equal to V bar I bar conjugate. But what we are doing, instead of I bar we are going to write this expression. Okay, so if there is a conjugate here, it will be a little more complex. So instead what we do is we take the complex conjugate power. Okay, so this implies S bar conjugate is equal to V bar conjugate I. Okay, so now this is a complex term, right? It's a summation. Now imagine applying the conjugate to this. It's going to be difficult. Okay, so instead we will take the complex conjugate power and apply conjugate only to the voltage. Okay, so here what you have to do, you just have to write magnitude, angle will be just negative of the actual angle. That's all. Okay, so that's why we are going to consider in this manner. So this is going to be equal to V bar conjugate sigma j is equal to 1 to n Yij Vj. Now we are considering for the ith bus, right? So we will write the subscript I here. Okay, so this is all I. Now what we will do, we will write instead of Vi bar conjugate, we will write in terms of the magnitude and phase. So Vi magnitude angle minus delta I, right? Because it is conjugate. Now Vj bar, this is going to be mod Vj angle delta j, and Yij we will write as mod Yij angle theta ij, the admittance angle we are taking in terms of theta. Now these values you have to substitute here, and also the complex conjugate power we will write in terms of the real and reactive power as Pi minus jqi, because complex power is Pi plus jqi. So conjugate will just be negative jqi. Okay, so now if you substitute these values and you equate the real and imaginary parts, then you're going to get the expression for the active power injected and the reactive power injected at the ith bus. So I'm going to write the final expressions here. Thus real power injected at ith bus is Pi, which is equal to mod Vi summation j is equal to 1 to n mod Yij mod Vj, the magnitudes, cos of theta ij plus delta j minus delta I. Okay, so you can easily remember this also. This is real power, so you're getting the cos term here. The magnitudes are the same, and this angle is theta ij plus delta j, and Vi was negative conjugate, right? So minus delta I. Okay, and similarly the reactive power, you're going to get reactive power injected at ith bus is given by Qi is equal to minus mod Vi sigma j is equal to 1 to n mod Yij mod Vj sin theta ij plus delta j minus delta I. Okay. So here you have negative sign. So these two equations here, let's say this is 2 and this is 3. Then equations 2 and 3, these are called as the power flow equations. So these are the equations that you are going to use in the load flow analysis.